And we're underway. A probing pass. That's really well cleared.
Šeško really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nice physical challenge. Played back to the goalkeeper. And it's played forward. Looks to the other side. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played towards the front line.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Short changes him with that pass. Zhegrova.
Must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
And what is it, Jim, that they're actually achieving?
Well, it opens up the pitch, stretches the opposition, and it activates more running room.
Over to the left.
Šeško? Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
And he goes cross-field. Slovenia are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Marichi. Rashica. Well, that's a clever looking ball. Berisha. So who's he picking out? Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Can he latch on to this? Great challenge, time to perfection. Rashica. And he cuts out the supply. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Moved on forwards. Rashica in with the challenge. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rashica. Berisha. Clipped into space. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Slovenia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's onside. And it's played in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Slovenia still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. That's really well manoeuvred. Almost an hour gone. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Real chance! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Slovenia, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. That has certainly made things interesting.
Really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Now it's Morishi, out towards the flank. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Wins the duel this time. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Berisha gets it away. Morishi calmly anticipates. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Żegrova.
Slovenia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Żegrova. Oh, good spread. Harajanai. Oh, what a climb! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
That has been knocked clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Berisha. Rashica. Great work on the overlap.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out to the right. That's an imaginative pass. And that has been cleared. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?